sorry I've not spoken much today. It is about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've done about 18 miles, so we've got about another 7 to go. We're trying to do 25 today. And it's been a bit of a rough day today. It has been, I don't know how to explain it. Some days everything is wonderful and beautiful, and other days you just kind of get a little bit tired. I think that's all it is, a little bit tired, and I've not been feeling so good. So I had a bit of an upset stomach yesterday and this morning. Not terrible, but enough to drain you a little bit and make you feel a bit groggy. So I've been taking it steady today, but oh my gosh, I just got caught in a moment. And I have never used that expression my entire life, but it just seems to fit this perfectly. So I actually got to the top of this hill, and I don't know, I was just feeling a little bit gloomy, a little bit rubbishy, because I'd been feeling so off all morning. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I can't describe how many and what it felt like, but I felt like some kind of Disney character who's who just magically walked through a whole stream of butterflies. And I know there's probably a term for it, but it was like a butterfly motorway where all these butterflies were just literally gushing past me, under my arms as I was walking, past my ears and my hair. And it honestly, it went on for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I just stood there kind of paralysed after a minute, thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is I've never experienced anything like it. I've seen a number of butterflies before, but not for them all to be just fluttering by and all go in the same direction. There were hundreds of them, seriously hundreds of them. And I just stood there and kind of realised I wasn't breathing. It was so magical. And my hand was on my camera, but I just couldn't bring myself to take the camera out to video it. And I know I should have done, but sometimes you just get caught in a moment, and that's pretty much what happened. I was just kind of paralysed for a few minutes. And I know it sounds really stupid, but all it takes sometimes when you're having a bit of a bad day is something like that to happen, and oh gosh, it just turns it around. It really does. And then about 5 minutes later, I got to the point where I was going to meet my little family for lunch, and sat down, had a nice lunch and chatted for a little while, and then you just kind of cheer each other up. And I set off first, because sometimes when I'm feeling like this, I keep tripping over rocks, I'm a bit slower, so I think if I just set off first, I might get a little head start on them. So 2 miles in, I hear footsteps behind me, and I knew I was getting caught up again. And then out the corner of my eye, little rascal, Keebler came running around the corner and overtook me, laughing his head off. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about trampolines. I mean, I came out here hiking this on my own, thinking I'd be fine, not needing, you know, people all the time. But gosh, what a difference it makes when you've got people out here that make you laugh when you're having a bad day, or just keep morale up. And we all do it for each other. We all have bad days or bad moments out here. And I love that about the trail. You just kind of, you can meet someone just for a few minutes sometimes, and it can just change your hour. And another thing I find out here, it's really strange, your emotions can go from one thing to another so quickly. You can be completely elated and happy 1 minute, and then half an hour later your whole mood's changed, or your energy levels are completely different. Like, I was joking yesterday when I got to lunchtime. We said about doing 25 miles yesterday. That didn't happen, but we were joking. I got there and I said, oh, let's just do 30. I'm feeling great. Within 20 minutes of that conversation, I'd slumped. I was just like, oh my gosh. So it's, I don't know, it's so strange out here. I've been out here, what, nearly 4 months, and I'm still not getting used to it. Every day is so different. I mean, you do the same things. You get up, you eat, you hike, you sleep, and that's kind of your day, but your emotions can be all over the place. The terrain can be completely different. The path can be a challenge, or it can be not easy, but more simple to navigate, let's say that. And I kind of like the unpredictability about each day. And I've always been a planner at home. I'm quite into my bullet journals, But out here, I kind of look at what's happening the next day, just the night before. I've got no idea what's coming up over the next 1,200 miles. No idea at all. I just know what's going to happen for the rest of the afternoon, where I'm going to get water, where we're planning on camping, and then tomorrow it all starts again. It's a funny little life. Whenever I see things like this, I always just think there's such beauty in destruction sometimes. All these trees that have fallen down and crashed, but then you get all these beautiful flowers just blooming around it in a place where everything's just kind of collapsed and gone horrid. It's strange. It's like such contrasts. Kind of cool. I've got full 360 views up here. It's amazing.